Alright guys, remember in Udemy there is something that was very interesting that we saw. Look at this. You see, when you hover your mouse above this, some other thing will show up. Look at this popover that shows up, and take note of this tiny little arrow that points it to where it is. So there is a whole different bunch of information that comes when you hover. And same thing with this. You see nice popover, the nice popover. All right, so we're going to basically try and reproduce this. Like I told you, I don't want to go outside of what Bootstrap 4 provides. Otherwise, I will cool down and write a whole new beautiful CSS to highlight what is here. But I'm just using exactly what is provided by Bootstrap 4 because this is a Bootstrap 4 tutorial, not a CSS tutorial. Alright, so if we go to Bootstrap 4 documentation, we can then see that when you click on components, you scroll down, you see popovers. So you can see what popovers are. Look at it, popover. So look at an example. There's a button, and if we click on it, it shows this nice beautiful design, you see, and that's what we're seeing in the here. You see, it shows this nice beautiful drop down, but it's not a pure drop down like this. It's not a pure drop down, it's just like a popover. So that's what we want to work on and see how it works. Basically, we're just going to paste a button on it. Let's just copy the code first. We've copied the code. Go to our code. So this place, I'm just going to remove everything about the alerts. What I just deleted is what we did in the past video about alerts. We don't need it because it will destroy the design. So I've pasted, let me just divide this. I've pasted the button. I'm trying to break it so you can see. What's inside. So basically, it's a button, of course, type button, but what you have to pay attention is that there is a data toggle with popover, and then there is a title, and then there is a data content. All right, so then there is the text that will be on top of the button. Let's see the button first. Let's go to our browser and see the button in action. We'll refresh. There is a button here, but when I click on it, and it's not showing. Let me find out why it's not showing. So let me arrange this very well first. Now the thing is that popover was introduced using an external JavaScript. And let me show you. When we first, on the very first video, when we set up this Bootstrap, there is this JavaScript that we imported. Look at it. This second one. Look at it. It's popper.js. It handles the popovers. You see. Handles the popovers. Then we need to initialize the popovers. If you don't initialize it, it won't work. It didn't come naturally with Bootstrap. We just added it as an extension. So to make that work, see, it will not work, but we need to enable it. So if we come to Bootstrap, when you click on popovers, under popover, they are telling you here the way to initialize it. We have to run this jQuery code at the bottom of our page, even though they didn't mention that it should be run at the bottom of the page here. So the way to do that is we come to the bottom of your page, your HTML page. Under everything, just before the closing body tag, we need to create a script tag. So you do script. This is not obvious in the documentation, so remember to do what I'm doing here. So script, then you paste. So this initializes all popovers on the page. So if we come back to our page and refresh, if we click on this, we'll now see that there's a popover. You see, it's now beautiful. There's now a popover. Now, one thing you have to know is that just to make it cute, just to make it beautiful, what I can do is we go to the popover. I just want to show you that you can style it anyhow you want. Where is it? I've lost track. Toggle popover. Alright, good. So let me put it inside a div that has a class text center. So I want to put this button inside there. I'm just beautifying it. It's not as if it's something important, not really important. So if I do that, I'll refresh, it comes to the center. Then I want to create space underneath just to make you see it well. BR BR tag space. For refresh, yeah, there's now space, so you can see it very well. Now in the next video I'll show you other things you can do with popovers, alright, how other ways to arrange it. Then eventually we'll transfer it to this one, which is a link. Alright, thank you very much.